I'm Nicola and today we're going to explore Glastonbury. If there's one place in England where myth and eccentricity collide, it's Glastonbury. For such a small town in the Somerset countryside, it draws visitors from all over the world. We're going to explore the colourful high street, climb Glastonbury Tor and find out why some of the water here turns everything red. We're starting at the top, and boy oh boy was it a windy one. We're on our way to Glastonbury Tor. I don't know about you, but I always like to climb to the highest point in a town or city when I arrive. But for many climbing the Tor, it is much more than that. Legends surround this hill, and some say it was once the Isle of Avalon, the mythical place where King Arthur was taken after his final battle. It's a steep climb to the top. We're almost there. It's a bit of a climb, but on a clear day you can see across the Somerset Levels and into 6 counties. At the summit is the tower of St Michael's Church. All that remains after the original building was destroyed in an earthquake in 1275. Yes, an earthquake. The tower was rebuilt in the 14th century, but the site itself is thought to be much older, possibly used for pagan rituals long before Christianity arrived. Today, people come here for all sorts of reasons. It's a popular spot at solstices, equinoxes, and full moons. Some come to celebrate or feel more connected to nature. We follow a different path down the hill, making our way into Glastonbury's weird and wonderful town centre. Glastonbury's High Street is like nowhere else. Shops here sell witchcraft supplies, handmade wands and crystals. Welcome to Glastonbury High Street. It's bursting with independent places to eat, drink and shop, and reminds me a little bit of Diagon Alley. Let's explore. and it's not unusual to pass someone offering tarot readings or aura cleansing. You never know what you're going to find or who you're going to meet. We enjoyed lunch in the lazy Gecko Café. Let me know your go-to place to eat in Glastonbury in the comments. I love hearing your recommendations. This is the entrance to the Somerset Rural Life Museum, and fellow YouTuber Darren from Somerset Man Walking has made a fantastic video all about this place, so do check it out. I'll add a link to the video description. And we're moving on to the most unusual places in Glastonbury, tucked just below the Tor. Two natural springs that are steeped in myths and attract all kind of visitors from afar who come here to chant, pray, meditate, cast spells, sing or bathe naked. We'll start in the Chalice Well and Gardens. The water here comes from deep within the earth and is not dependent on rainfall. Even in the hottest of summers, it never runs dry and has sprung from the earth for at least 2,000 years. But that's not all. As it runs along the surrounding rocks, it slowly turns everything it touches red. People make long journeys here to see, taste and heal from the water. Today, we're exploring the stories that surround this beautiful place in Glastonbury. The spring's official name is the Chalice Well, and it lies between Glastonbury Tor and Chalice Hill. Every single day, an incredible 25,000 gallons of water rises from the earth and flows through the garden. In fact, the spring here has never failed. Even during a drought in the early 1920s, the water from the ground saved the whole town. But long before then, it was known for its life-giving sacred properties. The water is rich with iron and leaves a red deposit on everything it touches. This led to stories that Joseph of Arimathea buried the cup containing the blood from Christ's wounds here. While Christians have been drawn to this place to worship for centuries, for some, the spring's mythical healing roots go much further back than that. Many people paused at the well to chant, sing, pray, or reflect in silence. Some left flowers, stones, or placed objects on the well's wrought iron cover. The cover features a Vesica Piscis, an ancient symbol of two interlocking circles. It is associated with concepts of creation and the union of opposites, and this sign repeatedly appears throughout many religions and sacred art. For some, the well represents the meeting point of spirit and matter, or even the gateway between two worlds, or heaven and earth. I didn't film them, but some visitors were moved to tears while looking into the water. The Lion's Head is the only place in the garden where it is safe to drink the water in small quantities. As it's incredibly rich with iron, you can only sip a small amount. Would you drink some of the water? This is a direct descendant of the holy thorn, which according to tradition flowers twice a year at Christmas and Easter. I followed in the footsteps of visitors who have walked through this particular healing pool since the middle of the 18th century. Even in the height of summer, the water felt incredibly cold to me, although it's a steady 11 degrees all year round. The water itself has long been associated with divine healing properties, with the continuous spring from the earth's core seen as a direct, unbounded life force, or the essence of life. Whether you're visiting for the myths or to relax in nature, the gardens are a mobile phone-free zone, although photography is allowed. You can't help but slow down, and twice a day there is a minute's silence at midday and 3 p.m. The water is used to create a range of natural products, and these are available in the Trust's gift shop, alongside a range of items made by local artists. And that's not all. Just across the road, behind an unassuming entrance, is something very different. Welcome to the White Spring. If the Chalice Well is about light and peace, the White Spring is about mystery and shadow. Set in a former Victorian water reservoir, this spring runs with calcium-rich water, which leaves behind pale, chalky deposits, hence the name. It's not possible to film inside the White Spring. It's slippery and dark inside, and people gather to bathe naked by candlelight. Together, the red iron of the Chalice Well and the white chalk of the White Spring have long been seen as symbolic: blood and bone, feminine and masculine, earth and spirit. Some believe these springs represent the union of divine opposites, and that Glastonbury lies on powerful ley lines, where ancient energy flows through the land. It's rare to find two sacred springs side by side, each with its own personality, but here in Glastonbury, that feels perfectly normal. Thank you so much for watching. Please do check out my other playlists about the UK and Europe. Until next time, happy exploring!